This podcast explores graphic and disturbing stories and includes strong language. It therefore may not be suitable for our younger audience members or others who may find it disturbing.
In 2001, Life Recovery Ministries Incorporated, a faith-based, non-denominational counseling charity, was founded by Dana Hepworth. Dana Hepworth is an ordained minister, and as a licensed addiction counselor, he saw the need to help the victims of abuse from alcohol and drugs. Dana then opened the doors for single moms and their children who had been victims of various types of abuses such as physical beatings, sexual abuse, emotional, physical abandonment, and dozens of other abuses and tortures. However, in 2006, Pastor Dana was asked to sign the White Papers, a request by Carol Stanhope, a victim, but most of all a great activist, to stop the ritual abuse and torture of women and children, and to make satanic ritual abuse a war crime, and those committing tortures on children and adults to be held accountable. Given to the UN that year, they did not do anything to help stop satanic ritual abuse. That was years ago, and since that time, Pastor Dana has seen hundreds of victims that have been abused by satanic ritual abuse and many other types of abuse, many committed by family members. The series of video sessions was requested by the Life Recovery Ministries Women's Abuse Healing Group to share their experiences, their strength, their hope, and their healing with you. So please understand the purpose of these sessions, and the ones that follow will be focused on helping the victims of satanic ritual abuse. And that means you find the healing and hope that you so desperately seek. Here you will find personalized freedom from the abuses and tortures that have happened to you. We want you to know that we believe you and we can help you here at Life Recovery Ministries. Any financial situation will not keep you from receiving help.
Here I am, back at Life Recovery Ministries for another session. It always seems like forever between sessions. I am at the bottom of the stairs, and even though I have been here a few times already, I still get anxious. My heart beats faster, my face gets flush, and my stomach flip-flops. As I ascend the stairs, guilt, shame, and doubt take hold. They race around in my mind, telling me lies about the abuse and torture that I have experienced at the hands of a satanic cult. Guilt tells me that it is somehow my fault. Shame tells me that I brought the abuse and torture on myself. Doubt is the worst, and it tells me that I am wrong, or that it never happened, and who will believe me? After all, who would ever believe my story of satanic ritual abuse? And at the top of the stairs, I again see Pastor Dana Hepworth, and I quickly remember that he believes me and that this is a safe place for me to process all of the evil that has been done to me. And now, again, let me introduce you to Pastor Dana Hepworth.
Hello, and welcome back to Life Recovery Ministries. And today we will continue to address the reasons why many of us did not seek help when going through or after any type of abuse, but especially satanic ritual abuse. So let's start with one of the biggest demonic liars, and that is guilt. The biggest lie we hear in counseling about guilt, or guilt saying to you, it's your fault. It's your fault, you deserved it, you did something wrong to cause it. It's not true. And at Life Recovery Ministries, we go after, early in our work, those lies of guilt itself. And those lies encompass all the other lies of guilt. And yes, there are many more lies of guilt. So, the way we undo those lies is by bringing the Spirit of truth to help us quench those many lies. We will discuss methods and techniques of our spiritual warfare here at LRM at the time of your first consultation. So let's talk about some of the other lies, and that is from shame. The number one lie we hear from shame is, you're dirty. Another lie of shame is, what are the other people going to think of you when they find out about you? Shame says, you're too damaged to love or be loved. I will always be too damaged to love. And the last one of those lies of shame is, nobody wants to hear my story. And that's not the truth here at Life Recovery Ministries. We want to hear your story, and that's why we're here for you now. Let's move on to another demonic liar, and that is doubt. This demon likes to raise its ugly head after your sessions, and he will whisper in your ear that your memories are wrong. And then he will tell you that spiritual warfare won't work for you, or spiritual warfare is crazy. And then he'll tell you that spiritual warfare is for the old time and not to come back, which leads me to the demon of fear. There are many demonics of fear and many lies. And as an example of how they operate together, let's take fear hooking up with rejection. Now you have fear of rejection. And now it's saying you will never be wanted. You will always be rejected. That's the fear with rejection. That's just one of them. So there's more to it. And let's go over some of the other lies of fear that have kept you from seeking help. Fear of other people's opinion. You tell them a true story, and they're going to think you're crazy or you're lying. The fear that bad people will find you and take you back. And how about the fear of just telling your story to someone you respect? You think they would understand you, but again, you've been disappointed. And I've been disappointed as well. How about the fear of being judged? How about the fear of being judged for being a liar, or you are crazy, or you're using your story for another purpose? We must understand fear is a very complex demonic. So if you're in some type of fear, here at Life Recovery Ministries, we will work to extinguish that fear through spiritual warfare. I know of no other successful long-term way of genuine healing, and not just tolerable healing, than spiritual warfare. And I've been at this for 25 years, including my own experiences, my pain, and my victimization. So those are some of the lies that kept you from seeking help. And I'm going into more of the explanation of the white papers written by Jeannie Sarson and Linda McDonald, two nurses from a small province in Canada that have been fighting satanic ritual abuse, including their own victimization, as well as helping others for 28 years or more. Along with Carol Stanhope, again, another victim and an activist whose story is amazing, how she was abused by the government. Now, we will explain more about spiritual warfare, as I said, when you come in. We'll expand on the types of abuses that were most likely endured for you, and we will talk about those abuses again in the next podcast. Thank you for listening, and see you soon.